look at this. Oh my God. Jay, I feel bad. It's like trying to, I don't know, it's like trying to pass the basketball to a blind guy. Some things are just, I know it's fucked up. It's not right. So Cam, he was kind of limping around. He got hurt in the first quarter, and I shouldn't do this, but he's just been garbage. And I think he's overrated. Remember how they were saying like, oh, he's the savior once he comes, because you remember Utah was in the mix for probably the first half of last year. Like they were in the, like, oh shit, this could be a surprise. When it was still a 4-team playoff. Oh, this could be a surprise team. Oh, just wait till Cam gets back. If Cam was here, we'd be a playoff team. We'd be a top 10 team, a top 4 team. All this junk with this team. Get out of here. There's no more. They were talking. This guy wants an 8th year of eligibility. How many years has he been hurt? How many schools has he been at? Cam Rising, get out of here. I think it's just 2. I think it's Texas and Utah that he's been at, but still, it's like he's been at college forever. Shitty game here against Arizona State, man. Just fucking 200 yards, 3 picks. Not giving you anything on the ground because he couldn't move. And he's a damn statue out there at that point. I mean, this guy, Jay, he had over 450 yards rushing in 2021. He had he was a pretty mobile quarterback a few years ago, but these injuries have just derailed him. And I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. I don't care if he comes back for an 8th year. I don't care if he's with some random school. I don't care if he's Rice's quarterback. I ain't touching this guy again. What are your thoughts on Cam Rising?
I mean,
Maybe his shit, because I was watching this game. I was watching the Arizona State Utah game. But other than maybe the game or just him as a player, like what are your thoughts on him?
I mean, we all love a little Cam Rising, but if he's gonna be, I guess is he trying to prolong like just getting INL
NIL
money
money?
now? Is he is he not gonna want to try to get to right? I don't know. I guess for me, for me, I guess it comes down to is he got the I mean, he's talented enough, but is he talented enough to lead an offense, I guess. Let's just put it that way. I mean, a guy that's gonna be injured constantly, I don't think he'll probably end up being a backup. He'll probably be he'll be pretty much our favorite guy from Tulane, I mean, so, I mean, I think he'd be one of the I think that's will be his best thing, maybe, just a good number 2 backup that can just be a filler, with his injuries happening and whatnot. I think that's gonna be the case with Cam Rising.
He can't beat. He's not gonna be able to beat out Zach Wilson's baby brother. You're not gonna be. He ain't gonna.
The
Milf Hunter Jr.
Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, his stats are. I mean, they're worse than Cam's, obviously, but at least there's some like potential. Maybe in a couple, like, oh hey, we take our time with this kid. Maybe a year or two. Because Utah, they're good at all the other positions. It just seems the quarterback always lets them down. I love Rising, but they should have started Wilson that game. Rising hasn't been the same this year. No, Quentin, he hasn't been the same since 2021, and he had no, 2022 was decent, but he hasn't been. I mean, that's the guy we remember, the 25 touchdown, rushing threat, over 450 yards rushing, 6 touchdowns. Can we call him Cam Falling from now on, Donovan? Hilarious. Yeah, we should. Cam Falling. Well, we already have Bryson Carson Daly, so why can't we have Cam Falling?
Right. I mean, it's sad to see, a talent like him that consistently hurt. It's like, we were all hoping, Utah's out of the playoffs. I mean, everybody at the
No,
at the
they're
beginning of the
done.
year is like, "Oh, hey, Utah, I don't think they'll be in a bowl game. They're not gonna be in the playoffs for sure. They're not gonna be in the chance of winning a natty this year." So, I mean,
Hell no.
they're
7
done.
and
There's
5.
no way. I mean, there's no chance for them. I mean, like we mentioned this last week that they have no like elite number 1 guy there. They have no one, all they got is a freaking ground
Bernard.
game. That's it. The
Just
past game, yeah, that's it. The past game is kind of half-assed mediocre. I mean, they don't have, we talked about Vele last year coming from them. That's the only guy that they had that was at least talented enough, but they need some more playmakers if Utah wants to be a contender in the Big 12.
the tight end Kuth is okay, but what is he gonna? I mean, maybe
He's
Wilson will improve his numbers a little bit because I think he's a solid tight end. I think Burnett's a pretty good running back, or Bernard's a pretty good running back. Uh, yeah, Cam, just get him out of here. Zach gets the moms and Isaac gets the daughters. It's the perfect tandem. Yeah, that's kind of what
Sweet Jesus.
That's kind of what me and Donovan do. Because it's on the just on the side though. We need to know about that. I don't want. You know what? I don't want to talk. He's another guy. He's right up there with Ollie Gordon to me. And I didn't blacklist him because like I said, it's like beating up the handicap. I can't do it. I had to find somebody else to blacklist. I can't kick him. I can't
That's
kick him
sad.
while he's down. He's Cam falling, and I don't want to talk about him ever again. And I won't. I will talk about him. We're in a negative section of the show, so this might be the time to like skip ahead if you're watching this in the future. We're getting all the bad juju out of the way, and then we're gonna build it back up. See, we need to break it down before we can build it back up.